welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. Now Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard line. A run out of the gun with Genti. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 10. Again, it's Harvey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good. Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's got room. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Leads to 3rd down and 3.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
4 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Toss to Harvey, running right. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and...
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give out of the gun to Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Jones will sneak it, and he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nix to the air. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's another Broncos 1st down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Corner on the coverage.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the toss, here's Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
16-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll go again with Genty. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Las Vegas.
On first down, it's Genty. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And they'll switch it up here and look to throw. For a right side, pulled in by Mayer.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds lands right at midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 50.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bowers. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Harvey now on first and 10. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, it's Harvey. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Nix. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now London down by 7. A minute 51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. Jones. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down.
Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 39-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.